Hello, hello. How it go? How it go? Oh, starting off with a good one. Fuck out of here. Alright, the lock-in session today was a little bit longer, I ain't gonna lie, than normal. But I have a reason for that. I will I'll go into that a little bit later. There was a reason for that though. Promise. I'm interested in yapping about it. But before that, I mean, let's see, like the day yesterday. It was pretty good. Honestly, we're having a string of pretty good days. All things considered, whatever may happen, whatever we may go through, days turn out being themselves pretty good. I think yesterday was especially nice because I got an extended yap session with one of my coworkers. It was real nice actually. Like we talked about, I mean, I don't know, dang near everything from like relationships to like just games we liked playing, or just recent events, stuff like that. A whole bunch of topics. Cause I mean, oh man, we like yesterday was one of those slowest days where nothing was really happening. We didn't have too much to do, so low key, we was kind of yapping from start to close. Like we looked up and we was like, damn, shift's almost over. We got like 30 minutes until shift close. And we just kind of like, damn, we done yapped a little too much. You know, I'm not. Appearances may be deceiving. I may get on here and yap a smidgen, a little bit, you know, more than normal. But I'm not a yapper. I don't do that yap stuff. For real. Sometimes I got some things to say. But I ain't a dedicated yapper. I gotta think about what it is I want to say. I don't just start talking. Or something like that. Sometimes I got things on my mind, but like, you know, I think a little bit too much. I could stand to think less. But yeah, that was nice. It was nice to have that moment, that place, that conversation to just talk about some stuff that's kind of, I don't know, maybe this is like things that just kind of like were bothering us both. It was nice. It was kind of like having like another sibling, work sibling. So I actually made the shift enjoyable. It was fun. Something like that was that. Got a lot done yesterday. Getting a good start today. Oh man, I'm kind of tired though. Kind of got a late start. Affected the stream too. Late start, but hey, still made it happen. Getting better about that actually. So far, track record's looking pretty decent. Track record's looking good. I'm feeling nice about these gestures though. I'm liking them. I promised I'd yap about that too. Over the weekend, so it wasn't even that recent. It was over the weekend. I got the opportunity to look over look over these poses, man, and just think about getting some more of them. Cause I like the quality of the poses that I got, and you know, stuff from like Pinterest is cool and nice and stuff. But sometimes you just be wanting something more. You know, sometimes Pinterest don't cut it. Pinterest don't got that. Either the quality, the diversity, or the originality that you be needing. And you know, I haven't actually really come to a complete solution to that. Cause even where I get these poses now, I get it from like ArtStation, right? And like sometimes you can like buy packs, yeah, using money. Yep. Pull out the wallet. And I will say, like some of them are worth it, some of them are not. Let's just put it that way. You just kind of just gotta, if you decide to do something like that, you just kind of just gotta decide which packs you think are worth it and which are not. Honestly, I'd recommend it. It's kind of nice. Cause specifically, I was looking for more poses and more dynamicism. Basically, that's more of what I was looking for. Especially with the kind of aggressive angles. The aggressive angles is what I was more looking for. And I did find some, like, some of them are, you know, lacking in that respect. But I like them for different reasons. But that was like the main reason. I was like looking for some different. You know, I was like, you know, it's probably time to change it up, switch it up the typical routine that I have with these gestures. Trying to get some new ones, just in general as well. Not even just the ones that I be practicing with in the mornings, at the beginning of my day. Ones I be practicing with. So yeah, all these are new. All of them are new. New challenges, new perspectives, hyper perspective. Guess what? That's one way you could call them. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of a sucker for the hyper perspective, because I mean, of course, they just look cool and they just do. Fact, truth. But yeah, so far I'm liking them. Honestly, I feel like I could use some more, but you know, they only got so many that I like anyway. You know, some of them actually have some really good other elements like lighting or props, stuff like that. But I definitely feel like I could use some more, and it's difficult to get sort of the, like, I don't know, let's call it like the trifecta, the Triforce, where you get like that quality, you get the quality and like what I actually want, which is like the dynamicism, right? The pose, or like the hyper poses, I guess. I don't know, people use like different names for them. More dynamic poses, like hyper poses, really pushing the limits on those, and actually getting reference for them, because that stuff's hard to draw, man. Hard to draw if you don't know necessarily like the perspective you want to be looking in. The perspective you won't even really be looking at. Like if you're looking straight down at something, you don't get that perspective a lot. Like you may know, like generally, like yeah, this doesn't look right, or this does. They might be able to tell in like that sense, but like you don't often looking up at people. Like, you know, laying on the ground looking up at people. Or like standing or towering above them, unless you're like a 6-foot demon. You know? You're just staring down on everyone constantly. That ain't me. I ain't gonna lie, that ain't me. So, I mean, the references, that's where that's gotta come in. Give me a little bit of assistance. But yeah, so, I mean, like, it's that. And then, like the actual quality of the images itself. So like variety, quality, and then like I actually need to be able to see their bodies, bro. That's another one. So it's tough to get all that. The quality of like the poses, the quality of the images, and then like actually being able to see like the bare bones, bro. I mean, it's one thing if you get like the quality of the image and then you get like the quality of the pose, but I mean, I can't see none of the information, so like I'm still guessing. So that's like top 3. It's definitely like top 3, bro. Because in a way, having all those three things helps. I won't say like they're absolutely necessary, but they make the process so much easier. Because I mean, like if I want to zoom in, the quality of the images let me do that, and maybe I can see something that I couldn't see from like, I don't know, the distance I was looking at it from. Or if it's just like poses themselves, maybe I need to see, I don't know. Or yeah, there's like the quality of the poses then actually being like what I'm looking for in that type of hyper perspective. Or it's just being, or then like, yeah, lastly, it's like just being like actually visible to like the eyes. So I can like have a, reference to compare from. So I mean, like, one way I have sort of solved that is by just buying a few packs from ArtStation. That's like how I do it now. I haven't really found like another place that allows me to like do something like that. It's like I get all 3 of those things from like a real life living human being. Like it'd be kind of dope if there was like a I don't know, like there were models and like their focus was actually just like what's the word? Why am I blanking on it? I guess hyper perspective, and that was just like a focus. And then there was just like 200, 300 images of just like that. That would be dope. And they were like unique enough to like be different. Man, like low key, they could just take like they're on like these turntables, just like snapping pics, bro. They could legit be doing that from like above, and like doing like dang near like the same things, and that's legitimately all I want. Snap pictures from hyper below or hyper above. That's legitimately all I want. That's it. But yeah, I mean, like, still a good solution. Has its own issues, like, you know, I still have to buy the stuff, so I mean, like, it's not terrible. I don't mind that if you get like quality. You get some decent quality. So I mean, like, that's not the worst. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the quantity, the amount of like actual hyper poses that are actually in there. Because I mean, like, it. In all honesty, it is a bit specific. It is a bit niche. Most people are going to be looking for, like, you know, head-on poses, because I mean that is what we often do end up seeing. So I mean, like, it makes sense. Not everybody's necessarily looking for that. So, just a bit of a yappage on that one. Because that was another thing. So, like, poses from, like the sites, like, what was it? It was like, dang, whatever the site was for, like, the anatomical poses I was doing. I mentioned it. Oh, I mentioned it in another stream. I forget what it was. It was like Pose Maniacs. Yes, okay. So, like, Pose Maniacs, for example. They got plenty of poses, and a lot of them are like the like anatomical models, basically, that you have in like science rooms, like those type of things, like people without skin, them looking things, and it'll be like those them posted up doing whatever, talking they shit, as you do. And it's like, okay, you got that, but I feel like you do lose something when you use those instead. Because yeah, you get more like technical information, like, you know, anatomical. But I feel like you lose some of the, like, the rhythm that's actually like in just like a natural pose. From like just like a person, right? It's like a person standing there just as they do. So like, I don't know. It's like the secret cost of like using something over something else. Like, you don't get everything. It's kind of like a combination of all the stuff that you have and trying to use it in the best way that you can think of. It's probably not realistic to solve all my problems. I'm gonna have to use a combination of everything to address what I want, which is fine. I feel like that's how most things in life work anyway. For real. To the closing years, and if it's over still. But yeah, man, day was good. Day was fun. Feeling good. Kinda slacking a little bit on the on some of the art. A little bit. There's some other stuff that I'm wanting to do that I ain't getting done. But it's alright, we're getting it addressed. I'm still not done being hype about the soundtracks though. It's still super exciting that I can just play whatever I want on stream. Like, it was so worth it. It was worth all the suffering. It was worth it. So glad I figured it out. Which is, it's also kind of like weird because I'm in like a position where, like, I feel like my setup is getting so hyper specific now. It's so niche the way I'm using it because I don't think this is like a typical, or what's a better way to explain it? I can't like look up a video and being like, yeah, I'm using like this program and I need to do this. How? And it's not like the, oh yeah, just hit this button or like turn this on, turn that off type of answer. Like, I'm kind of out of that territory where it's just kind of like, I kind of just gotta like, I don't know, intuit. I gotta be intuitive and kind of just figure it out. I gotta play tech support for myself, really. Which, I mean, I guess ain't nothing new, but like, I gotta get a degree in like sound design to figure it out. Figure out what I want. Cause I mean, like, I was even like looking up how to do like this specific thing, and I was looking at like one. I remember I was looking at like a Reddit forum, and another streamer was like, "Yeah, how do I do this? How can I like turn off the basically the output so like the music doesn't actually show up on YouTube and you don't get flagged in like your videos and stuff like that?" And I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's pretty much what I want. But like, their questions were either misunderstood or straight up just not like answered, and that was like the only forum post that I could find, and that was like from like a year or two ago they even addressed it. So like, either people are hard gatekeeping or they just generally don't know the answer to the question. Cause I mean, like for a minute, I just assumed it wasn't possible. So I was like, okay, it's probably not possible considering how YouTube works. Which, I mean, it's like, you know, whatever. That's what I have these custom playlists for anyway. But lo and behold, I was watching someone stream, and I was like, wait a minute, the music on Twitch is not playing on like their YouTube channel. Because I mean, like, the only reason I was even watching YouTube is because you get less ads. It's kind of funny. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, YouTube is kind of it's usually like a worse like user experience or like a viewer experience most of the time, but you'll get less ads at least. I mean, like, I guess unless you're like a dedicated YouTube streamer, but like most of the time you're on Twitch. And they do, and to be fair, they do have more features to like make it better, but like that's just like kind of what they do, you know? They're a streaming platform. YouTube's a video content mainly, with like, you know, streaming options attached. So like it's not like it's like a terrible thing. But you know, I'm not gonna pretend like one's like not obviously better. So yeah, you know, we're not gonna pretend like one's not obviously better, bro. That's okay. Ooh. I'm kind of making things up actually. This pose does not look like this. I'm all for it though. I fuck with it heavy. But yeah, good strokes. Trying to think if there's like anything else really. There isn't anything too much that I can think of. Not at the moment anyway. Oh, I guess something that's like kind of like trending right now is like that. What is it? The Masamune or whatever it's called. The like horse racing game. Man, I've seen that everywhere. I don't think I'll play it, but I think it's kind of just interesting how like the fad is, I guess. Cause I mean, like, I don't know. I don't really see the appeal, to be honest. Like, I was watching someone else play it, and I was just kind of like, I don't see the appeal. Cause I get like the Genshin clones, right? I get those. Open world. That's pretty, like, you know, we're still in that era where like all the people are complaining about it. Valid complaints, but you know, complaining about nothing being like original per se about them. You know, I at least still get it, because like in general, you know, they're fun, you know. And then you got like pseudo open world ones like Zenless, stuff like that. Star Rail, I guess. Yeah, pretty much pseudo. They're not really open world games, but like, you know, like they're still like based off like the Genshin code. Very, you know, the gacha games that make sense to me. This one doesn't make sense to me. And it's just like, you know, no flack to the people that like it. I just don't understand it. Because it's a lot less interactive for me, it seems. Or, Yeah, it seemed a lot less interactive for me. Because I mean, like, there's like a lot less running around and doing nothing, you know? A whole lot of running around and doing fetch quests. A whole lot less my speed. Yeah, I think that's what it's missing. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. Real talk though. There's probably like story elements. Maybe that's what people kind of enjoy more. I would assume, I guess. I don't actually know. I would assume that's what it is. Because I mean, like, that's the only thing that really kind of like makes sense. And I guess like the ultimates for like last minute pushes are cool. But I mean, like, you can like honestly straight up just skip the races in general, which is like, that also struck me as odd. Because I mean, like, isn't that like all the content pretty much? So I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I guess some people could also say like that's the same thing with like Genshin, or any like the Genshin clones, to be honest. Where it's just like, isn't that like the main content? When you could like skip like some of the story, but like, to me, like, the whole entire game is pretty much the combat. Like, that's all I really care about, to be honest. The only reason I'm there. The story is supplementary to that fact alone. So I mean, like, perspectives be different. But I mean, like, pretty much, long story short, I don't understand the appeal. It doesn't make sense to me. If it's like a story driven reason, I guess that makes sense. Because it for sure is not gameplay, and that's where it's kind of probably going to be a miss for me. I don't think I'll ever actually boot it up myself. Watching it, maybe. And plus, it's still a gacha anyway, so like, you know, it was already a low bar to begin with. The bar was already in hell. It was already in hell. Like, at this point, if I'm gonna boot up another one, like, I'm already out, bro. I'm out. Like, if I'm gonna boot up another gacha, it's gonna like legitimately have to like be some Giga Peak, do my like taxes and fucking, I don't know, suck me off at the same time. Like, it's gonna have to do something insane. Oh, I'm so serious. It's gonna have to be insane. It's gonna have to be like GTA 6. Wait, yeah, whichever that what is it, like, Neverness? I don't know. It's gonna have to be something like crazy. I need mad convincing, but yeah, realistically, that's not happening. But I mean, yeah, that's okay. It's probably for the best for me, my well-being, my sanity, and my wallet. So I ain't mad at it. Oh no. But yeah, that is to say, I mean, like, what do you think about these games? What do you guys think? I accidentally hit a button and I have no idea what it did. Like, bro, I have keybinds, but I kind of, okay, I know what, like, a lot of them do, but I forgot what a lot of them do. So I don't remember what that button does. Actual secret button. Secret button. Secret button. Ooh, also yesterday I got to play a lot of League. A lot more League than I'm, like, typically used to. And that was also with the coworker gang. Because they also have friends that play video games, as you do, right? And I kind of miss that. Like, I don't know, I think now in, like, my current friend group, we don't really do that too often. And I kind of do miss that. But yeah, we got to play like a few games of like the new ARAM, the new, fresh and improved ARAM. And I had played it before, and I had gotten none of the new maps. I had played like 3 games, and they were all the old map. And I was super confused. And then dang near every map today was like pretty much all the new ones. So I mean, like, I don't know, maybe they, like, it was bugged, but so it seemed to solve itself now, so like, whatever, I guess. Seems to be solved now. But yeah, pretty much we got to play a lot of ARAM. And, you know, games are fun, games are chill. It's also nice to actually get to play with different people. You know, you forget that people, like, play differently. People play differently. And you get, like, different perspectives, different champ pools, you know, different outlook, different moods, different energy. And I kind of forgot about that, you know, it was fun. And it's also interesting because not everyone is like a jaded, like, old head like me, I guess. Or I guess more of like what our group consists of. Because, you know, you play in League, bro, you're playing from like, what, like 10 years ago, bro. You've been a League enjoyer for like dang near your entire existence on this plane. This earthly plane. You've always been a League player. Now until, you know, the end of time, I guess. Now until forever. There is no out, bro. There is nothing else. It's just League. But real talk though. It was nice. I enjoyed it. Didn't really win a lot, but like, it was nice just trying to coordinate, you know. Not really sweat it out. I mean, when we did lose, still had fun. And just, you know, just overall chill. I think the last time I played League, it was just like all ranked games. I think that was the last time I queued. I can't remember. Just went raw into a ranked game, and yeah, that went excellent, I think. Superb experience without lube, pretty much. Phenomenal. I would recommend it, you know. Have a little fun, live a little. Living life without lube. Oh man. But, well, not even but, and. Honestly, the maps are nice. I mean, like, it's ARAM, so I mean, I don't feel like they can mess it up too bad, per se. Like, they don't really have to change much, and it's still a success. Added some new maps. I think they're kind of like different functions in, like, each of the maps. But, like, yeah, pretty generally, it's nice. It's nice. Like, I'm playing on an account where I don't have a lot of, like, my champ pool's way smaller, though. Because, like, yeah, I'm playing on a Smurf. I'm not actually playing on, like, my, like, original account. I don't really play on it at all much nowadays anyway, though. So, I mean, like, eh. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize I looped. Nice. That concludes the study hour for today. That concludes our study hour. Huh. Huh. Some baby shit. But yeah, what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. Why do they call it like a brain fart though? What is that about? Is there like a reason for that? This is also not correct. That's what I needed. And then it's like that, and then like that, this. Or rather... and then like that, and then like this. Okay, there we go. There we go, bro. Ugh, yuck. But yeah, it was ARAM. Yeah, they did good. They done good. They didn't have to do too much, to be honest. I think the addition of actually having the like rerolls, getting like all of them instantly every round is pretty like good though. And then like everyone's rerolling is definitely a better change. It's like most of the time you're gonna get something that you like at least kind of want to play. So that's a little bit better. And that was kind of like one of my biggest gripes with ARAM though, to be honest. It was just like I just ended up with shit I didn't want to play all the time. Well, now it's kind of just like, okay, well at least I have something I kind of want to play. And I'm not really sure if that's just because like the champ pool is smaller or like it's just how the game mode is now. So I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. But, you know, it's fun. It's all good. It's all good. Little bit of practice, little bit of practice, little something for the road. You know how it is. I wonder what I should do next. Oh, actually, I know the answer to that. I know the exact answer to that, actually. I just gotta find it, though, actually. I don't want to listen to that right now. I found it. Old sketch. Oh, wait. This is already in parts too. What? What? Oh, because I remember this is with the resolve animation that I made. I remember. I remember. But yeah, this is gonna be. It's just like something old, but like I'm gonna bring it back. Because I have a use for it for our last entry here. It's interesting because it's just kind of like these have like changed so much, or like I guess like those designs have changed enough to where like they're different now. Like, they're different now than what they are or what they were back then. And just seeing them evolve is interesting as time goes by. Because I just make different decisions, or I just like, what would this look like if I did this instead? And you do that enough, and then it just becomes a different character thing there. What was this? Paper. And then we need white. GG. Like I know how to change it, I'm just not too sure how I want to go about doing that yet. Because I think I think I can go and just make the selections first, so I actually need to put this into my PNG Tuber program. It's just easier to like re-separate it because I'm gonna have to like merge it or something again, I think. And then just like, what are we calling this? What's my call it? Selections. And then I think we're just gonna go with a yeah, we'll just go with an invert and then I don't know, let's go with like a base color I guess for now. Doesn't really matter what it is too much. There we go. And then I don't need this no more. And then I think I'll just do the same thing for like each piece. So like do that. Invert it. And then just select a different color. And then boom. Easy selections. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Do the same thing for the head, I guess. Like this is gonna be the quick and sloppy, I think. Quick and sloppy. I think that's just okay for now. I'll have to change it later, but like Isagi. This is gonna have to change, I think, actually. Or maybe I could just make two images, actually. That's not true. I can just make two different images. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'll skip that one too, actually. Having keybinds goated makes life so much easier. Makes me so much happier. Can I even select? Okay, I can. Okay. Nice. And then honestly, I'll just save that for today. And then we're going to... Wait, where? Oh, this is like... I see where this is at. But it's fine. I'm gonna make this for today. Alright, big. Alright, y'all. I gotta go. Late start, so I gotta move fast. But thank y'all. Y'all much appreciated. Oh, I changed the song. Whoops. Keybinds are goated. We know how to actually use them. But thank y'all. Much appreciated. Thank you for viewing, showing up, staying, looking. Much appreciated. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Take care. Sleep well. Dream sweet. Bye bye.